I think striving for happiness is kind of overrated. I mean, who doesn't want to be happy? But, having happiness as the ultimate end goal of, my life, thinking about it, I don't really want it to be like that, since being happy every moment of my life, it's impossible, to be honest, since that's just life is. There's always ups, there's always downs, and, there's just sometimes where meh. But what I really strive for is to have peace, inner peace. So I've been trying to learn how to live with myself, or live alone. Not in a literal sense, it's more like just being present there with myself. Going home, walking, and being one with nature. It's really, a great escape. There's just some stretches of days or weeks where we just feel shitty, but that's life, I guess. Striving for happiness is actually been fed to us by either our peers or social media, since it feeds us this idea that my life is gonna get better if I get this or get that. If you want to strive for happiness, then it's your life. You can do whatever you want. I'm not telling you how to live your life, because I just think that it does make me happy thinking about if I get things. It really make me, it's fun fantasize about having this, and having that kind of mindset of striving for happiness is, it's just not for me, because I'm the type of person that just like, just waking up, having coffee, and just chilling. I just want to chill. And having that rush, it's just not for me. What I've learned from living alone ever since I sort of separated from a few of my friends, or former friends, it made me look into myself more. It made me look inside, and I learned a lot of things about myself, and you should probably try it too, since just being there with yourself, or being present with yourself, just it's like talking to yourself or conversing. You just see, or just remember the things that you've experienced, the feelings you've felt, the people you've met, and just having those things. Basically, all I'm just saying is you can learn more about the person, what kind of person you are, or who you are, I think. But I don't know. I'm not a psychologist. But trying to do things alone sometimes there's just those stretches that I feel genuinely shitty. There's these thoughts that pop up in my head, that those self doubts, those thoughts that make you doubt yourself, and it's just genuinely feel shitty, since you're alone, you try to spend your time, but there's just these voices that bums me out. It's not fun sometimes, but that's just life, I guess. And it goes to show that your brain, or your mind, is both your greatest friend and your greatest enemy. I know that sounds depressing, but that's just how our brains work, I guess. There's just these voices that try to bum you out, or sometimes it helps you. So I've been thinking, is it really peace or loneliness? I think it's both, since we always go through ups and downs, and it might get lonely, but it will come to pass. Some things just let them pass. Just let your feelings be feelings. If you're either happy, sad, they're just that, your feelings. And you may be thinking about, some dark thoughts. Just remember that now you matter. Those there are always gonna be bad days, and it's not permanent. Cause just having peace makes me feel like I can take on anything, whatever life throws at me, and it's just that. Just I just want to strive for peace in the end. That's just me. I'm not, I'm still learning how to live this life, since there's more in the future. The future has much more to hold, and but also let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and good luck and goodbye.